Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Ryan Makes Sense. You know what this video is all about. We are going to be looking at my progress for the Robinhood Investing Challenge. So each week I contribute $5 a day, $25 a week every Monday. We are on to, gosh, I don't even know what week we're on, but I know when you guys watch this, it will have been from the week ending August 11th. I will have the correct week in the title, so don't worry. We are at $880. I don't know if that is great or bad. Let's see what you guys think. The S&P 500 has returned around 17% year to date, and I am at 9.32. Um, let's take a look at my holdings. I have some stragglers. I have one that's doing really well. So going on down, we can see, can you guys see? Nope, it's frozen. Here we go. Okay, let's put it back. Let's see if it stays. All right. So there's a little bit of a lag here, so you might see it go back up, but perfect. Okay. So my total position right now in AEY is down 32.89%, which is not good. My total position in ticker symbol KRT is up 51.84%, which is really good. I'm down 16.37% in MYPS, and I am down 7.3% in ticker symbol VZIO. So it has been several weeks since I have created one of these videos, and I have made some purchases. So ticker symbol KRT, I did purchase 2,000 shares in my Roth IRA at $18.36, which has gone up really nicely. But that's in my Roth IRA. That's not this challenge. Ticker symbol MYPS. I don't know if you remember, but I remember. I purchased, let's see how much I purchased. I purchased right here. I purchased 15 shares at $4.49 the day before earnings, classic, and then it tanks on earnings when I think the stock actually beat on the top and bottom. I think it was a top and bottom beat. If I'm correct, I don't remember. This is a long, MYPS is a long-term hold for me. I do hold around 55,000 shares in my interactive brokers, and I do hold a couple other brokers with that position as well. Not 55,000, but I do have, 100, 200. So in my PS, I'm considering a long-term hold one. I do want to buy more of this stock in my Robinhood account. However, I only put $25 in a week. So I'm gonna have to wait a couple weeks to build that reserve up and then deploy it. So I'm down 16% with MYPS. Again, I did buy 15 shares recently, and then ticker symbol VZIO. This one has got me baffled as well. They had a great earnings report. One thing I did notice that might have led to the share price falling is their demand plus product. They have less than a 1% gross margin on that. So basically, I forget the number. I think they pay $151 million to make $152 million. Doesn't, I mean, it's sure. Like if I could give the bank $1 million and then they'll give me $1.1 million, sure. But I mean, is that really long term, you know, advantageous for the company? I don't know. Their platform product does have really good gross margins. So when you combine those two products that they have, those two are around 7% gross margins, which is horribly low for a consumer electronic company. So again, they did really well on their earnings, their revenue, etc. Their price target was kept, I think, by, you can look into it, but it was initiated and kept, I think, $12, $13. I do want to add to this one as well. This one more so than MYPS, just because I already have a bunch of MYPS. And I think this one is scraping the bottom of the barrel in terms of stock price to what the company makes. They do produce over $1 billion in revenue. They have very little to no debt. Shares outstanding is under 100 million. So, I mean, this is just a really good opportunity, in my opinion. What did I just hit? So, these are my core positions. I only have $4.19 in cash to deploy. Not a lot. So, I do want to wait a few weeks to build up my reserves. I want to have around $75. Um, do I sell KRT down here? I don't think so. I think KRT is a $70 stock, at least a $50 stock in my opinion. And I can't say that without backing up the reason why. So we'll look at FinViz. I'll break down some numbers for you guys. Um, and we can also talk AEY and MYPS and Vizio as well. So it's been a while. So I will do that. Let's look at FinViz. I'll look at each of these stocks and, share why I'm still in them. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hit subscribe and jump right in. All right, you guys, we are on the world's greatest website, finviz.com. 1000% recommend that you check this out. Look at all these different options here. Click on a stock, research what the financial data points mean. Really dig into the site. It really can change your life. So without further ado, I'll stop tooting that horn. So let's look at ticker symbol AEY first, because that was alphabetically the first stock on my positions portfolio. So I have been holding this stock because of these numbers down here. Let's look at the chart first. Why don't we? So I have a ton of different drawings here. Let me expand them a little bit. All right, so we can see that this is trading in a flag, not a flag, a pennant. So we have let me see if I can sketch it. So we have the top side going down like this at an angle. We have the bottom side going like this. So this is our support. This is our resistance. What we can see here is it's been fighting for its life to stay within inside the pennant. It did close inside the pennant basically, essentially on Friday the 11th, August 11th. And if we do look at pennants, let's see, bulk house. All right, so we're gonna look at the pennants. So the pennants we are looking at is this one right. Oh, my head is perfectly in the way. This one right here, unfortunately. I mean, it's not really trading in a pennant, like a ascending wedge where it's kind of going higher and higher and then plops down. It's more of an evenly shaped out pennant. So let me see. This is like an ascending wedge. Let me see if chart patterns. Let's see if I want to see if it's a flag or a pennant. Patterns 8. No. Candlesticks. No. Chart patterns. Here we go. Okay. So let's look at pennants. So there's only one. What about flag? There's different kinds of flags here, high and tight. We'll look at this one. No, this is not really. This is more of like, yeah, what we were just kind of looking at. So I think we want more. Let's see. Let's just go down this list really quick. I do apologize. This is an amazing, amazing website to study chart patterns, by the way. It's not. Oh, triangle, triangle. That's right. It's a triangle, I think. It's not an ascending triangle. It is a symmetrical triangle, I think. Here we go. See this? This is what we need. However, unfortunately, sadly, our triangle does not start out like this. It is more, well, it is more of a symmetrical triangle if you look at it. Would you say it's symmetrical? I think it's symmetrical, but again, it's coming from the up. It's coming from up here down to here. So, you know, you take that for with what you will, but um yeah, it shows only bullish patterns for this. Bearish, there's okay. So try let's look at bearish triangles. Busted descending triangle. Nope, that's not quite what we're looking at here. Let's go back. Okay, here we go. Triangle descending Elliott wave. Not really. Actually, is it? No, it's not. It's not. It's not an Elliott wave because the one and the two, and then going to the three is really something else. Uh, I mean, I don't monthly symmetrical triangle. Kinda, but it's not poor pattern. I mean, it is a, I would say it is a little poor-ish. Um, so I will leave this to you guys. Do your own homework. Look at the type of triangle that this is. There are way too many for us to go through. So what we're looking for here is, okay, why am I in the stock? I'm in the stock because their data points, and I do just want to look at this really quick. RSI is going down. Momentum is, my head's in the way. Momentum is kind of rolling back up, but that's a gamble. Relative momentum is below, it's dying down, and money flow is high. So there's money going in, but the momentum, this could be an indicator that money is slowly coming in. I don't know if I would call it under the radar. It could be under the radar. Keep that as a mental note. So earnings is on Monday, the 14th of August. You guys will be seeing this that morning. So we're seeing money flow high, but the momentum down here is low. So does that mean someone is loading into the stock irregularly up here? I don't know. Volume is super low, so I don't think so. So yeah, I like this company because they make $88 million a year. They lose 900,000. Earnings over the past 5 years have been 16%, sales 30%. We have this reverse stair step going from super neg, not as much neg, positive, and maybe better positive. And then right here, kind of like the whole stair step thing. Again, earnings are on Monday. And so we do see institutional transactions of 12%. So institutions own 3.8%. So 3.8%. This is not the right stock. AY. So institutions actually own 4.7%, so a little bit more than what's being reported. We can see a new position. Oh, nope. We can see Susquehanna reduced a position. Renaissance Technologies reduced their position. Advisor looks like they may have started. Pro Equities, I don't know. Three other funds sold out completely. Fidelity reduced twice. Creative Planning looks like they added to their position. Caldwell reduced. Vanguard reduced. Cambridge Investments maybe started. So, yeah. Overall, nothing really to show us what's going on. Kirshner, this is older. This is from 2022. Had sold out about almost half of their position. So this is what we need to see on Monday, the 14th. So if we go to their income statement, so I mean, this is looking good so far. Like if we go back to 2016, they had 38 mil in revenue, 25 mil in 2017, 27 mil in 2018. At 2019, they had 55 mil. That's a double. 2020, a little bit less at 50 million. 2021, they had 62 million. 2022, they had 97 million. So they're kind of heading upwards long term. I like that. Their net income is kind of all over the place. They had positive income. They were profitable in 2016. 2017, barely not profitable. 2018, they were negative. not profitable. 2019, not profitable. 2020, not profitable. 2021, not profitable. 2022, they were profitable. And 2023, so far, not profitable, but we still have a few more months. So what we want to see, cash is historically pretty low. We're at 2.5 mil. Total assets is at 27 million. Total liabilities 15 million. Almost assets almost dwarf liabilities 2 to 1, but not really. Historically low total assets. Total liabilities is going up, so not a good. Or I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. Yeah, total liabilities is going up, so total liabilities going up, total assets going down. Not a good look. But what we want to see on Monday, we want to see their quarterly revenue be at. Where's their 2022? You guys can see that, right? Oh, my head's in the way. So, we have December 2022, September 2022. Where's the June 2022 data? Where did that go? We have the June 2021, but where's the June 2022? So, so 2021 first quarter was 12 million, 2022 first quarter was 23 million. That's a double. June 2021, 17 million. We don't have 2022 data. So September 2021 was 19 mil. September 2022 was 25 mil. So slight increase. And then they reported 14 million in first quarter of 2023 compared to last year of 23. So they were down about 7 million here. I don't recall if it was due to timing of orders. I do believe there was weather involved, but you know, weather is kind of a stupid excuse. So we want to see between closer to 20 million. We want to see closer to 20 million for earnings tomorrow, Monday. Today is the 11th. No, today's the 12th, sorry. So, yep, I'm in the stock because their financial data points look good. Overall, long term, they're heading in the right direction, which is great. They have a little debt. I didn't even look at that. Let's go back to annual. Their total debt is at 1.8 mil. Not too bad. So, yeah. Those are my reasons. Not a really good looking setup, in my opinion. And then also there is potential manipulation on the monthly here. Let me see if I can show you guys. So you guys can see this big green candle, and then you don't see any subsequent candles that equal this. So there was 29.5 million shares bought at probably an average of around $2. So someone spent around 50-ish, $55 million, but they have not sold out. So that leads me to believe if they're holding, this was in August, by the way, of 2022. We're now August 2023. They are now almost at long-term capital gains. If something were to cause the stock to jump significantly, they could exit at a very, very favorable tax bracket. If you own the stock over a year, you get 15% capital gains tax. I think that might change depending on what's going on with the politics, but again, this is kind of a hidden signal here for me in my, at least. So another reason why I'm purchasing, I want to see what's going on. So I do own, I own quite a bit in my Robinhood account. I'm going to have to look now. I know in my Interactive Brokers account, I think I own 34,000 shares at $1.33. I own 13,000 in my Roth IRA, and I own 280 shares in my Robinhood account. And my average price in Robinhood is 0.897. So yeah. I like the stock. I like where it could potentially go. We'll see. Let's go ahead and look at the next stock. Dang it. I was just in there. I did also, while we're here, I did sell out of Honda Motor Corp because I thought this was a perfect setup for the stock to sell off. And I'll show you exactly right here. Do you guys see this? I know you guys can see this. Let me go on a better time frame. The daily is not a really good indicator. Monthly is okay. So do you see this? Nope, you don't. My head's in the way. Okay, let me move my head. Okay, so we are at a double top right here. This area, the stock is not able to break 32.50. I thought that would have been a perfect opportunity for the stock to go back to $28 during earnings for a quick little shakeout to get people to go out. I sold at around 32 something. I put it in my my YouTube community notes. So if you are subscribed to my channel and you do look at it sometimes, you'll see that I did sell out of Honda Motor Corp. I did put my entry price and my exit price, and I think I made it around like a 5 or 6% gain. I don't remember. And I also forgot I bought Dell. So many things happened. Let's use this time to catch up real quick. Let me pull up my Robinhood just so I am not misspeaking here. So I do not want to misrepresent or misspeak for myself, but I did sell Honda Motor Corp. I need to find out my history. So I sold Honda Motor Corp and I purchased Dell and I sold Dell. So let's go to Honda. Okay, I made a dividend. That's awesome. Did I only have one share of Honda Motor Corp? I don't think so. Let's just go in and search the history of Honda Motor Corp really quick. All right, all right, all right. So I think I had 2 shares. History. Here we go. Okay, so yep, I had 2 shares. 1 share at 26.71 and 1 share at 26.43. And I sold both of them at $31.10. Let's do some math. So I had 26.71 plus 26.43 divided by 2. So I had 2 shares at an average of $26.57. And I sold it at $62.20. That is not a 42% gain. It would be, yeah, I messed up there. It should be 31.10. So 26.57 divided by 31.10. So I believe it was probably a 15% gain. I think I'm doing some math wrong here. Let's do 31.1 minus 26.57 divided by 31.10. Yeah, about a 14.5% gain there. That's awesome. And then I purchased Dell. And again, this was all on my YouTube community page. So if you are not a subscriber, consider. So I purchased, you guys can see, yep, I had 1 share. So I bought it at 54.52 and I sold it at 57.30. So 278. So if I do 57, nope, it's whoops. 2.78 divided by 57.3 times 100. So it's about almost a 5% gain. So 4.85%. And again, I purchased that due to momentum on the daily and the RSI, the MACD. There were so many things going for it. So that was awesome. It got as high as 58 something, but I didn't sell it then because I wanted it to go higher. Greedy. So the current price is 57.25. So let's go ahead and look at KRT now. Sell there. Let's get this off. All right. So let's look at KRT. I did do a really kind of in-depth video on this one as well. You guys can see my screen, right? Look at that. So, yeah, this was just a this has just been a crazy stock. Um, again, I did a separate video on this. I'll probably plug it in here so you guys can watch it, but um, yeah, I like this company for so many reasons. They actually just had their earnings, tremendous earnings. They're going to start doing a monthly dividend. Again, this is just insane. I'm going to hold this company probably for a long time in my Roth IRA. For my Robinhood, I'm going to probably sell when it gets closer to 50, maybe less because it is getting really hot. We could probably see a pullback down to $19 just to make a cup potentially. But again, this is one that you just set it and forget it. And let me tell you why. Let's just crunch the numbers here. This is how I calculate what a stock could be. So the company makes 413 million point three. They have 26 million in income. And since the market cap is not over 1 billion, I'm not going to include it. They do have some debt. So now we're going down here. We're going to add the cash and we're going to remove the debt. So we're going to have plus 16 million point oh four. Total debt of minus 42.52 million. All right. And we're going to divide this by 5,710,000 shares available. That gives us an aggressive price target of 72. If we take that 41 or 412.82 divided by the 19.89, we have a conservative price target of around $20 and an aggressive price target of 72. So if we do 92 divided by 2, it's 46. So again, I took the low and the high divided by 2 to get the average. Could this stock run to 46? Yes. Could it run to 30? Yes. Could it tank tomorrow or Monday? It could do all those things. But this company just continues to execute really well. I think analysts are raising price targets. Uh, bu- 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 Who was it? Price target raised to $26 by Lake Capital. Yeah, and then we have this options for the CFO on August 10th. So again, just goes to show that I think this company is doing really well. They did release their earnings this week, so we should probably see it updated on FinViz by the next time we do our Robinhood video, which could be in about a week or two, depending on action that goes on. So yeah, this chart is self-explanatory. Monster. I showed you a stock price that I think it could get to. I do see an Elliott wave here. And since we're here, I'll just show you what an Elliott wave is. Let's see a true Elliott wave right here. Look at this. No diagrams? So this kind of signifies an Elliott wave, but no, I don't like this. I don't like that one. Um, I guess we could just look here, Elliott wave. So this is going to be a better representation. So you guys see right here. So we have the first wave, second wave, and the third wave is double the first wave. So if we go back to Karat Packaging, we have this going from 15 to 25. So this is wave one, wave two, and wave three is the longest extension. Um, there's a lot of different ideologies out there that will say, which what the third wave length is based on. But yeah, we have the third wave is the longest. So I don't think we are at the third wave yet. But I do know we will get there and we will get to a corrective wave as well. So we have the A, B, C, D. So yeah, I think wave one, we haven't even passed wave one. We're like right, you guys can't, yeah, you guys can see. So one, two, right here is kind of where we are. If we are looking at the Elliott wave in terms of matching the first wave height, so we're almost at the first wave height, and then we got more room to run. So I really like this company. Again, they're just absolutely crushing it. So I in terms of when I could take money off, um, I don't know. They're growing like crazy. They're making all the right moves. They're expanding warehousing. They're making strategic um, moves, in my opinion. They're being very disciplined with their balance sheet. They're doing dividends. We should see more cash. So again, that is my opinion. I do own 2,000 in my Roth IRA, 2,000 shares at $18.36. So that is my position for KRT. Let's now look at ticker symbol MYPS. This one has a couple things going on. Again, I'm in this one for the very long term in my Interactive Brokers. I do have around 55,000 shares of this one. I do think it will get back to 10 plus, 12 plus, but I think it has to set the stage on the monthly. What I mean is there has to be a strong pattern on the monthly for the stock to reverse. And the pattern that we could see here that could allow the stock to test itself and make sure that it's strong and can grow into the bullish position is if the company continues to execute. They have growing revenues, growing guidance, which the company did beat recently. They did increase their guidance. So that plays into the bullish narrative, which does play into the charts. So the next earnings call is going to be in 3 months. We have 3 months for candles to build and allow the potential reversal once the company reports again back or coming up in November, August, September, October, November, December. So what's going to happen is we have a left shoulder here potentially. We have the head of the stock, or I'm sorry, the head of the chart. So left shoulder, head, and then a right shoulder to build. What we need to see here is a build. Whoops. Does this work? We need to see a right shoulder come around here. And likely in October, we need to have a throwback candle. We need to have some type of miniature capitulation. We need to have a throwback, and then the company has to report strong earnings on the next call, which they should. They did set it up for them to report strong earnings on this call, which would be the completion of the right shoulder, which we should see momentum going into the $6, $7 range. What needs to happen there is their earnings in January, February they need to be airtight. They need to be talking about acquisitions. They need to be talking about uh, growth. They need to be talking about new streams of revenue. They do have some solid streams right now, but they need to expand. They do have over $100 million in cash. So the next 6, 7 months are very critical in terms of the story having a strong foundation. The story can play into the fundamentals this correctly with the alignment of the technicals here on the chart for a beautiful reversal here Beautiful reversal. We'll see a throwback down here in October potentially. Reversal, November, December. We're going to get to here around January, February maybe. Earnings are going to be their earnings are always a whiplash. Get a nice candle. And then now we've got the inverse head and shoulders set up to then potentially move up here and catapult, into the highs. That is about 7 months into the future. This allows myself, not you because I'm a clown, I don't know what I'm talking about. This allows myself to build my long-term position, be ready to take potential gains at a long-term capital rate. So instead of getting taxed 30%, I'm going to be at 15%. I'm thinking that far in the future because the game is all about long-term growth, low taxes, how I can benefit in the long term. So the company is setting up very nicely over the next 7 months. We do see several things happening here. So once we have this move here, this is going to be beautiful in my opinion. I don't think this stock would get back down to a $3 stock, $3.50 stock, if the company is bringing in 350 to $450 million a year. And then on the yearly, we have a nice cup and handle. I mean, a nice cup down here. Lots of patterns within patterns within patterns are going to start to emerge as time goes on and the company gets stronger. Just my opinion. So we can see this company is very overvalued, very overvalued. EPS, just not, these are 2022. So again, 2022, MYPS brought in 290. We're already over 300 and we have 3 months left. So again, we're looking really good for, when I say we, I mean the company and myself. It's looking really good for a turnaround story here. In terms of the stock price, it's, these don't look really good. It makes 300 million plus 4 million, 4.9. Add cash, remove debt. They have 134 million in cash. Is that? Latest is 127 million. So the data is here. Let's add 127 million. 127.67. Total debt, 0. So minus 0. Don't really know why I did that. And we're now going to divide this by 96 million right here because that is the shares available to the public. Divided by 96.05. So the stock is should be around $4.50. This stock has been truly valued around $4.40 for the past couple years. Again, the stock is now ready to start proving itself. The whole Kingdom Boss flop, this is its time to redeem itself. This is a good time for the longs to really decide if they want to add to their position. Do they want to see this company, mold into something that could be really great? On the monthly, we can see money flows going up. Momentum is heading back down. We did have this huge downtrend here. I mean, there's only been, 3.24 million shares traded so far. So, I mean, it's very manipulated in my opinion. We're not even halfway through the month yet. So we could see this candle reverse. We could see momentum continue. RSI is going down, which is fine. I think the company has to prove itself over the next 7 months. Institutions own 26% as of old data. As of new data, I believe they own around 28%. 28%. So institutions are buying, which is good. That's a good thing. So yeah, that is why I like MYPS. Don't invest in this company. Do your own research. Okay, let's go to the next one, which is Vizio. All right. So I can probably keep this one short and simple, but looking here, we can see this month there has been 10 million shares traded. Last month was 23, 13 million, 10 million before that. So again, I think this company is scraping the bottom of the barrel. They bring in over $1 billion a year. They have no debt right here, as you can see. They're currently very overvalued, but they're in the future, they're not that overvalued. They only have 65 million shares traded. Again, I like this company. I mean, I think this is a potential long-term turnaround play. We can run the numbers here just to show you guys why I think. So they make 1,730,000,000. Good for them. Plus 9,900,000 in income. Good for them. Their market cap is over 1 billion right here. You can see the 1.23B. So I am going to include that into the calculation, 1,230,000,000. And the reason I do that is because the market cap makes up it starts to affect the stock price over $1 billion. Think of your like Amazon's, Tesla, Microsoft, Boeing, literally hundreds of companies with over $1 billion market cap, which is it affects the stock price. So right here, we have this number here. We're now going to add cash and minus debt. Balance sheet. So they do have 200. Let's see if they have the newest data. They don't. So let's do it. Quarterly, they have 210 million. So plus 210 million, 200,000. Good for them. Total debt as of March was 0. So I'll just do minus 0. And now we're going to take this and divide it by 65,210,000. So this stock could be trading at $48 based on my aggressive calculation. Now, if we take the 31 billion, was that what it was? It was 3 billion. Okay. So now let's take 3,180,000,000 and divide it by our 195,300,000. 195 million. So the stock price conservatively could be between $16 and 40. Yep, 16 and 48. 16 plus 48 divided by 2. So, I mean, this stock could be trading a bit higher, in my opinion. It has been $28 before. So, again, you know, I don't think my calculation is too crazy. They just got a buy rating from JP Morgan. Cool. So again, that's why I like this company. I do want to buy more of this over MYPS because MYPS, I do have a big position. So you guys can probably see here, let me expand it. We do have a descending wedge within a triangle here. So what typically happens is a throwback. So we could see the stock get down to 484. I would hope by then I have some money in my Robinhood account to buy that. So a throwback and then a potential reversal. However, you know, we can't time the market. We can't predict the future. So again, over the next few weeks, I do plan on just holding cash in my Robinhood so I can take advantage of potentially lower prices on, I'm prioritizing Vizio first, then MYPS, and then maybe AEY, I don't know. But that wraps up this Robinhood video. I hope you guys are doing well. If you like this video, subscribe, hit the like button, or if you did not like this video and you don't like what I had shown you and you have differing opinions, I really encourage you to share your thoughts, good or bad. I really appreciate you taking the time. Thanks again. Talk to you later.